Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Blue Collar AI Walkcast. I would call it a podcast, but I'm out walking, so let's keep it 100, I just want to say what's up to you guys. How you doing? Hope you're having a great afternoon. Here we talk about all things life, all things AI, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today's story is about a site that I just shipped. I shipped a website called www.CiteCheck.tech. CiteCheck.tech. Who it's for is attorneys and legal professionals, and what they can do is, I don't know how much you know about the legal stuff right now. A lot of lawyers have been getting sanctions, tens of thousands, 20s of thousands of dollars in fines for sanctions, because what's happening is they're being lazy, going to ChatGPT and saying, hey, I need some cites for this brief, I need some citations. They get the citations and they run to the courtroom and hand them in really quick. And that is the first no-no of AI, okay? You always need a human in the loop. Anything you get from AI, you should check. It says it right on there. Claude could be wrong. Make sure you check his work. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Please make sure you check their work. It says it on every AI platform. Being lazy is going to get you burnt. That's the problem. And that's why I built CiteCheck. Alright? I built it because all these lawyers are getting fined and all that. And what it does, see, here's what it does. People are saying, oh, AI hallucinates and it's just horrible. I've met so many mortal enemies of AI on LinkedIn. I didn't know they even existed. It's amazing. And not in a good way. But all these people, AI hallucinates. You can never trust it. Look, you can trust AI. You can use AI. But you need to use it what it needs to be used for. Okay? I heard somebody on a website talking about this new app they were making, and I'm listening to it, right? And they're talking about how what's going to happen is two people that are getting divorced are going to sign up, and the AI is going to decide who gets what, and who gets, it's going to decide the parenting plan and everything. And I'm like, oh God, they're going to get it now. Did you hear what they just said? That makes no sense. And every person in that room literally praised them. Up and down. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. No, it isn't. First of all, this AI doesn't have context, okay? AI doesn't know who the better parent would be. Alright, AI has the context it was given. Do you think these two parents, say they're putting the information into AI, do you think they're going to be, forthcoming and subjective? No. They're going to be judgmental. They're going to be telling lies about each other. So the AI is going to have this horrible picture of the two parents. And it's going to have to, it's going to do what it was born and built to do. Not born, it was built to do. It's going to read the facts and make a decision. But the information it got started with is tainted. You know it is. And not one person would say to that person, wow, that's a horrible idea. AI is a robot on a machine, making part after part after part. Yes, that's where AI excels, doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's not ready for context yet, AI isn't ready for the context. So anyways, I built this app, and what you do is, previously the Hepner law, I think it's Hepner versus New York maybe, I'm not We're super big in the law stuff, but that was a ruling that basically said, look, this guy took his court materials and put it through a public GPT, okay? When he did that, they ruled that he ruined his client, his, attorney-client privilege. It wasn't the attorney that did it, it was the client. But they said when he put it into a public-facing AI tool, that privilege was gone, and the feds were able to go get a search warrant and get all of the information he put into that machine. It was all theirs. His whole case was ruined. So when I built CiteCheck, what I kept in mind was, we don't want it to be public facing. This is a business transaction, first of all. So you take your document, you download it. Claude grabs the document, he pulls out the privilege he pulls out the privileged information. He redacts it. It shows you in the beginning what was redacted. You hit OK, you pick what level of scan you want. Claude goes through, pulls all the citations and passes them off to Perplexity. He passes them off to Perplexity because she has a live search tool. She can search and will get up-to-date answers. Perplexity goes through, checks them all, marks them good or bad. She says, hey, this citation's okay, this citation's verified, this citation's wrong. It's not about it doing all of the work for you. It's about making your job a little easier. So now an attorney, when he gets first of all, he'll get the document back and it'll tell him, hey, these ones are good, these ones are good, these ones are good. It'll say these ones are bad, these are the ones you have to check. And that's what AI is supposed to do. And like I said, the biggest thing in the governance, guardrails, compliance is always human in the loop. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest way to stop these mistakes. So it gives you a report saying, hey, these citations were bad, you need to double check them. What that stops is he doesn't go into court and hand it to a judge and get fined tens of thousands of dollars because he had wrong citations. And even God forbid he lie about it, like the one guy did, and said, no, I didn't use AI, and then he finally got caught. But and the other thing it does to keep the chain of custody is when you download this file, it stays right there, doesn't get put onto the server. What it does is goes through, picks out the citations, passes the citations, not the document, the citations to Perplexity. Perplexity checks the citations, makes your report, and then it shows you on your log, first of all, when the report was created, and it shows you when the document you downloaded was purged. And that is great because it shows you where the document was at all times. It doesn't get uploaded to our machine. We don't keep a copy. So you've kept chain of command for your document the whole time, Think about the money it will save. Think about having your paralegal read a 35-page document trying to look for every citation and looking them all up, And then you're getting it done for pennies on the dollar by AI. It's not just checking, it's checking, double checking, triple checking, just to make sure you go to court with good citations. So that's why I started this video, the reason why. You see, my job, I can't do it anymore. I am past the point in life where I can allow anybody to just blatantly take advantage of me like my employers are. We make cases there that, they might pay us 18, 19, 20, whatever dollars an hour to make. Say they pay us $20 an hour to make this case. And then, who knows, they turn around and sell it for like 60 grand. You know what I mean? But then when you ask for a raise at the end of the year, it's like, whoa. Yeah, we had a really rough year. No, I had a rough year. You didn't have a rough shit. So that's why. Like, I cannot take this job anymore. I have a supervisor there. He is one of the nicest, most helpful guys I've ever met. I'm basically there because he's there. He retires soon. And when he retires, as soon as I can get out of there, you know, is when I'm going. I have a lot of things in the works. And, you know, if you're in the AI field or you want to learn about making apps, you want to learn about vibe coding, that's, you know, coding apps and coding software without knowing the coding. You use the English language to do it. If you want to learn any of that, just message me here and, you know, message this video and say, let me in. I'll bring you into the fold. There's nothing you can't learn. A year ago, I started my journey into AI. And, you know, I have learned so much since then. It's been so beneficial. Anything I want to do, I can find a way to do it quicker, faster. And here's the thing. I'm not trying, you saw how my system works. I'm not trying to replace people. I'm trying to work with people. My goal isn't use AI to get rid of people. My goal is to use AI to get people time, get them money, and get them time back into their hands, you know? So that's why I did it. I can't take the job anymore. I swear, if I didn't have kids, you know what I'd do? I'd go get in my car tomorrow and just start driving the countryside. That's exactly what I would do. Because I'm just tired. I started working when I was 13 years old. I've been working for almost 37 years now. And I still have 17 more years to go? This does not seem fair. It does not. And there's nothing in this world. It's not natural that you spend your whole life making someone else rich. And it might have taken me 48 years to realize that, but my eyes were opened. And I can't look away now, you know? I cannot look away, unfortunately. So, you know, I have a lot more things coming out. Hopefully, you know, you guys will bookmark this page and stop by for the next video. Check out my shorts. Maybe subscribe. I would appreciate that a millionfold. I'm not asking you to give me a job or any of that, but I would appreciate the likes, the comments, and the subs, you know. I'm not above asking. But I just want to, you know, have the first little walk / podcast with you guys. Tell you what the channel's going to be about. Tell you what my life has been and what position I'm in. The other reason I got to get out of this job is because literally like a year and a half ago, I had a stroke at work on the floor. I walked to the office. I said, I was coming in here to say I thought something was wrong, but the feeling went away. And the supervisor I said I liked said, you know what, I want you to go get checked out. They took me to the hospital and they said, well, we're going to take you upstairs. And I'm like, why? They're like, oh, you're staying overnight. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, chew up this aspirin. Oh, God. I realized there was something happening then. So, yeah, I had a stroke. And you know what? I was back at work literally 2 days later. And I don't know why. I would never in my life do that again. I'm at the point where I don't care, and I'm at work because I need to eat. As soon as I can create something, I have a few things in the works. As soon as I can create something that can feed me, It's on. I don't need to be rich. I just need to be able to eat. That's it. Keep my kids happy and eat. You know? That's all I'm trying to do out here. So I'll see you guys.